Whoa. It's 4:50 right now. What a day. I've done a lot of videos, so that means quadruple the stuff comes through, let alone life. Let alone just, hello, darkness, my old friend. But what I wanted to say when I first got on, before I came on here, I was hearing that they call it a comeback. Listen, guys, I'm going to let you in on a little fucking secret. It's probably no secret. They want me to say it like this. Like, I'm the procrastination queen, right? I have all these great ideas. Let's just implement them. This is something my human has to work out. But at the same time, sometimes procrastination, it feels like procrastination, but it's really just not the right time. I'm not going to say anybody else in the world, just on your time, getting like in your timeline. But, you know, there's a lesson in this. For me, and for those of you who identify with procrastination, 144. Or you think you do. Or you just literally do. Or you're just fucking lazy. Procrastination, lazy, could be the same thing. It's the one time you don't want to have your mind in it. You just want to do at that point. Now, if you want to, do push-ups or, squats or something, or lift weights or whatever, put your mind in your muscle, that's different. You gotta get your fucking headspace out of it. But, all right, so what is the lesson? The lesson is pick one thing. Again, here we go around and around. Do something like today. It's like I had thoughts when I first got up, things I might want to do today, But things changed. And now my head isn't in that right spot. And I'm like, fuck. And I'd go outside and walk and stuff. And I was like, part of me's like, fuck, here I go again, But Spirit stopped me. Maybe it was my own self. And said, no, hold on. Thank you. You're doing our work right now. Oh, fuck. Bigger picture much? Damn. That makes me almost want to tear up because, there's a lot of energy in that. There was a big energy. I heard boost. Pow. Right in the kisser. They're showing me the sun and then the planet behind it, right? Something's in plain sight, but it's hidden. 404. We can't see it. Oh, no, we are not looking. I had to write that down, yeah. Hidden in plain sight, 420. We aren't looking. Thank you. They drop us hints in everything we say. Things that we hear. But we're not seeing it. We're not hearing it. But it's all in plain sight and in earshot, so to speak, right? I'm getting, awakening or coming to your own or whatever. Whatever you want to call it. We'll just say your journey. in your journey and where you're at, speaking to those that are like the polarity, like the opposite of how you were when you were back in your trauma states and partying all the time, and you know what I mean, just back in all the hurt and the trauma and in your slumber, I guess. I don't know. Totally different now. Now you want to live your best life, but it's like a baby learning how to walk, except without the, maybe we need to think more like that, or not. Be open to everything being brand new, because it is, because we're seeing things like a newborn. But we have the old soul, the old barn, whatever in us, all the trauma and shit we've already lived, being reborn in the same lifetime. In the same lifetime, in that sense of reborn. You don't want to do things the same way. You're not meant to do things the same way, and it's a process. And I just heard, you'll get through it. You know that. But it can get confusing sometimes, right? It doesn't. It does. It's just, yeah, thank you. 100, I heard 100% faith. That's the hardest part. Stepping out into something you have no idea without seeing it for yourself. Fuck, it's hard, I know. Especially when the whole world is different. Well, of course the whole world's different, but you know what I mean. The society norm, 717, that means something. I keep hearing twintuitive. 717. Twintuitive? And I just got a notification. Twintuition. 717. So something about that. Twintuitive or twintuitive? Twintuitive? 717? Oh no, there's something about that. It's pink and white. I'm seeing it. Anyway, a light pink with white letters, maybe. Something about pink and white. Anyway, light pink though, like baby pink. Like you'd see on a little baby. So baby pink. I just heard, unless someone's pregnant and they're having a girl. I heard another girl. Pretty in pink. I just got, maybe you were that little girl. Another girl. Look, it's a girl. Ugh. I mean, maybe literally someone just got pregnant. You know what I mean? It's like I felt it in my fucking uterus. That feeling. That's interesting. So could it be things are getting stronger and I'm like, literally, I'm going to have to learn to, I mean, it's a process. I've felt things before, but now I'm like, really? Anyway, I apologize. I don't know why I always go off on tangents, but I do apologize for that. I really do. I was about to say I would, Sirena was thinking, if I could do it another way or something different, I would. I know, it's my human, but there's a reason that I do know. just because I don't know the reason. I'm finally okay with that. Sort of. Not 100%, but that's what we're working on. Stepping out in faith. 100% faith. I saw 1011. And, I heard, be easy on yourself. But then I started hearing a song, Take a Chance on Me, but I didn't hear Take a Chance on Me. It was, and they're showing me like this older, like greenish color couch, you know. We're talking like a 70s thing, a picture of a guy laying out on a couch. Maybe with like rust colored paint or whatever color that would be, you know. Not orange, not red, you know, just not bright, but, you know. The shirt color left me, it's like I could see it and then something else is there. So, a green shirt, yeah. Like a lime green, but that, like the green of the 70s. Late 70s. Maybe, I don't know. And one of those green, like, my grandma had a couch like that, but hers was gold. That, like, velvety material, you know? No, because it's not shiny. Anyway. I'd rather just color it or paint it out. You know, I've never painted that I can ever recall. Paint by numbers doesn't really count. I was learning how to sketch or whatever. Art class. Okay, now we're going. I know all of this has to do with something. I don't know what, but I'm going to stop it there because twin tuition. That's funny. Twintuitive. I got to look those up. Something about baby pink, pretty in pink, and another girl. So, there you go. Hidden in plain sight. We aren't looking. Namaste. That's what I'm going to name this, I'm pretty sure. Hidden in plain sight. We aren't looking. You think? Should I do that? Or 100% faith? I love you guys. Watch it unfold, but I feel like I never finished that procrastination thing, you know. Part of the human experiment. Part of the human experiment. Let's try ways and see what works. For everybody, collectively, you know. So, procrastination people. Let's get together. I know I haven't been looking at my comments. It's not yet time. 1414. I apologize for that. But it's just the way it is. But I feel as though if it's something you're serious about, you'll get a hold of me. Other than one place. I would check the description box. I don't check anything on Instagram, no messages, never. I don't know why. But I'm not going to sit here and go through every scenario and just know that just passed, so it's over. I guess, you know what? Perhaps if we break it down to in every single moment we're in, we're exactly where we need to be. Doing exactly what we're doing. Can you even fathom how fast a moment goes? It's just constant, never ending. Just go, 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 you know. From that is a moment. Probably 10. Who knows? You know, moment. 1,000 moments right there. I don't know. It's just so minute. And the moment that we just got out of, can't change it. That's what they're saying. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Don't get stuck in that. Noise in the background. 1611. Yeah, that makes sense. Change our way on how we... That's why they say in the magic moment, but we could break it down small. Because a moment is small compared to 5 minutes. It's a present moment right now. It's... How else can we express this? But it's like getting down from level to level. First knowing something and then living certain things. And then when it comes back around, you're like, oh, I get it now. Why do I realize that now? Oh, because you knew about it before, but then you experienced it in your life. Life experience. That's the only way you know. Or you can look at it like you made a fucking mistake and you're a piece of shit and nothing's ever going to change and your life is over and it's this and that and it's like that moment's gone. But in that very moment, just they're like relish in that moment. You're too far ahead. You're 5 minutes ahead. You're 10 minutes ahead. You're 3 minutes ahead. You're not enjoying where you're at. And that's where we fall out of alignment. They're showing me that disruption card. That's where we've lost our balance. You need to be in the middle. And the middle is right dead square in the moment. I have no idea what's going to transpire from the time I turn this off, upload it, get up and walk. I don't know what I'm going to do in that moment, but when I get there, I will. Or we can look at it like, you know what, when I get up and go in there, I want to specifically do this. And then that's it. Get up and then just go do that. And when that doesn't work, maybe there's times where we need to be flexible in how we deal with ourselves. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Flexible in how we deal with ourselves because, you know, every different attachment, different thing, procrastination, different thing that holds us back or feeling or emotion that comes from every color and sound and thing that we do and just everything in the airwaves because we're in the house trapped in it all. Anyway, we might have to look at it and treat it differently. Bendable, being flexible, and bending, moving with the flow. That takes on a whole new meaning of going with the flow, even though I know what it means, but to actually experience it is what they're trying to teach you. To get to the place of going with the flow, you've got to be bent. They've got to bend you. You've got to be able to become pliable because you're too stiff in one thing. Then you got to get pliable, right? Got to work you out a little bit, stretch a little, get you bendable. You got to be bendable. And then to be able to just flow you just flow. That's a process, and there's steps in those steps in all that process. And maybe you wake up one day and it's like that, but you're going to live things, most likely. That's what I've noticed in my 55 years on this planet. If I just went with what I've lived in this lifetime, and relax. You gotta be bendable. You gotta be relaxed. Relaxed in the flow. Don't fight against the current. Relax and float with it, you know. I'm not talking, maybe White Rapids. I've never been in White Rapids, but go with the flow. If you're floating in water, don't fight and try to tread water. Just get on your back and just relax. But it's that fear, that tenseness. Got to be more pliable. And life will throw that at you. Curveballs left and right. Like fucking, you know. It's to make you pliable, bendable. To be able to go with the flow. To be able to get to that maybe 100% faith. That's a hard thing to get to. Gotta fucking beat me up and down to get me out of it, you know? Trying to make me truly, put my money where my mouth is. That was somebody else. That was somebody else saying that. But yeah, I get it. I know. You've been saying this forever. Blah, 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 blah. But that in itself, it's awesome because it's recorded. Step of the way. Every step of the way for what we don't know. But it's for a reason. I want nothing more than, you know, if people want to make money in deep, I don't know, I can't say that. But maybe in a contract, I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. I don't know if they'll work, but I've been given ideas and I'd like to, you won't know until you put your hands to it. And I'm beginning to start with myself. Thank you. I need to be a little easier with myself because I don't have it all written out. And I don't know the whole fucking thing right now today. But I've gone through this process today that's helping me see steps that I need to take to see things, to have it all play out. You're working for us, I'm hearing. You know, you're working for us. Look at it a different way. See how deep in everything it goes into? How many different ways in your life it fits for everything? It all boils down to you, me. Well, if you're working for us, them too, but that in itself is still a choice within you, you know, because I could literally decide to go back to drugs and just fucking party and go back to doing whatever and living a life, whatever, you know, I don't really think I could. Not with where I am now, but just say, you know, it could happen. It could happen, perhaps. Well, then forfeit that next. You know, they'll get somebody else. I don't know. I don't know if that's even a thing for everyone's situation, but I'm just trying to say it. Sometimes there's something you can't see, and perhaps it's your higher self that's running that shit with you, helping you all along the way. And it's always been for your highest good. It's always been for your highest good. 24, 42, 6 and 6, 12, which is 3. Tomorrow's the 12th. Full moon. Pink. Pink moon. Pretty in pink. You're working for us. Oh, wow. I just got a boss-like energy. Like a corporate, like just what you need. You're working for us. No. It doesn't work that way. I work for what's the highest good for all. And I don't know what, I mean, I know what it is, but do I? I mean, I haven't done it yet. But the intention is to free everyone from, well, you can't free souls. They have to want to. And you don't free it. It's a whole process each person has to do. So now I'm getting off track. So much is coming in. And I'm reading it. I keep reading this. So that you're working for us was also like a company, corporation, or suits anyway. Maybe philanthropist. But I picture a philanthropist as being like a fucking barefoot, laid back dude, wearing just fucking some, like a beach bum almost, just fucking what's up? Just chill. Maybe a baseball cap, undercover, probably looks like a bum, and happy as could be. Just cruising around, living like they're poor, living the opposite of what they are. That's how you, I guess in this day and age, how you see someone's true colors is how do you treat people that live on the street. There's a lot to be said for that. Or, that's like the lowest of the lowest, right? Living with your parents isn't that low, or living with other people, or couch surfing, or whatever, right? How you treat people like that. Without them even doing anything bad to you, you know what I mean? So it's like undercover angels. Karma walking. So that's what I view a philanthropist to be like. Barefoot, like, poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? I mean, to do this experiment, this model, this level ground shit, I just need a few people, man. 3, maybe. At least 1, 2. Maybe not. I don't know. I say that. That's Sirena talking, I guess. But level ground, just, the point is, I don't want to necessarily use money. Like, I don't need a shit ton of money, but things need to be paid here while I'm going to do that. Just play out different things. There could be 2 models. I don't know. But why would there be one that costs money and then one that doesn't? But do our best to do with what we can with the area that it's at. And doing just the ground floor, the model of it. But see, I guess that's what takes a philanthropist, because it would benefit the world if the world caught on, but that's what social media is for. So maybe somebody who wants to give their time to record, we'll need some donations, we'll need money to help fund that, and gas, and, we'll have to get some things, I'm sure. I don't know. Gas. We're not going to walk there. I don't know. Whatever. Pay for the house where the dogs are, everyone still has to pay their rent, who can donate their time, or if they have, money, maybe that could be their vacation time that they get paid for, or they're like, yeah, let's mastermind and figure out how we can do this. Let's figure out how we could do this. And in this area, what's our resources and what can we use and what can we do? You know what I mean? It's just very, it gets more detail oriented when I speak about it, or things come up, bits and pieces. But it's so in depth. That's just the surface. That's the beauty part. I know. They're giving me, Serena, it's that 100% faith. I'm like, am I kind of not showing that to you? Yeah, but you have to be okay with it. Oh, yeah. Rest easy. Oh, yeah. I don't live in a commune. Or, in India, in an ashram or something, no matter where that is. But, yeah, like that. Yeah. But really, there's this guy, I want to look his stuff up, and I haven't done it yet. And I want to say, it's Nature Jab. And I want to say he takes plastic and he runs cars on it and stuff like that. I remember when I was one of his early subscribers, I think, and I never really, I saw posts and I just liked him, and then I subscribed to him. I didn't really ever watch any of them, but every time I see anything of his, I like it. I like people's stuff all the time in posts. I just like people's stuff. Even if I watch a video or not, sometimes I just like it. I love to hit the like button, 3311. Yeah, it's backwards. So, anyway, Nature Jab, taking plastic and turning it into fuel. And he's doing something else. Something else he's working on. Yeah. What a brilliant man. And he's still alive. How is that even possible? But I'm thankful. Thank you. Protected. 3333. This is the time. This is what they talk about when they're all saying you're protected. This is the time where they can't stop it, because of what they use for fuckery, people are using to empower themselves. But allowing their power to come out. Showing that's how you wake up out of your cocoon. You have to find the power that's already in you. It doesn't. That's the opposite. That's the polarity. That's the other way of looking at it. Okay. I dig it. I fucking dig it. It's another thing. I'm a messenger, so I'm always saying things. It doesn't mean that I do it. I'm going to. I've said this before. I guess I'm not analyzing it or looking at it or taking it in as I'm speaking it, unless, oh, wow. I'm having another one of those fucking, this one's stronger though, another deja vu and a deja vu. I just got this whole feeling of being sucked in and like same place but another. It's giving me that fringe shit, you know. Parallel universe. Oh, I just got chills. I feel like I'm somewhere else. Like it feels different. I don't know how to explain it. Like being in a bubble almost. Sucked me into a bubble. You show me a picture of that Golden Child movie with Eddie Murphy. That little kid that was in there. He's so cute sitting in the thing. I don't know. Showing it like that. That piece. Like you're safe in your little bubble. You have your little leaf to eat. The Golden Child. Safe in your bubble. Peace.